Hello and welcome, I'm James Rose. We are 30 years into the game, and I can already zoom out to show off the majesty that is Muscovy. How amazing is that? The answer? Pretty darn amazing. So right now we have beaten up the Polish, and we took a little bite out of Lithuania. During that, Lithuania broke free from Poland. But we have 8 years until we can attack Lithuania separately from Poland. For right now, what we're probably going to do is actually just sit on our hands for a bit. Because we don't have max manpower, our money isn't anything amazing. We are slightly behind on tech. And so, for now, we're just going to sit around and stare at the Lithuanians, causing them fear. They won't be able to sleep at night, and when we attack them, they'll be exhausted. Or something along those lines. We're also going to chuck a diplomat down here to Crimea, because we currently have a mission to be friendly with the Crimeans. The Crimeans, who decided that they would not bow down. I thought they were a tributary state for a second then. The Crimeans that will not bow down to the Ottomans, who, despite the fact that I gimped them by guaranteeing Byzantium, they are still managing to conquer everything around them, much as the Ottomans do. Now, do we want a half price? Are they level 2? They are level 2. I'm going to take half-price missionary. I'm going to chuck him in here and tell him, get to work, and if you don't work hard enough, I'll execute you. We don't need this guy anymore, so we're going to drop him down to a level 1. And can we... We're already converting that. Can we now convert this? No, we're still short on being able to convert any Sunni provinces. We're probably going to have to finish off this idea group before we can really start thinking about converting the Sunnis. But once we have finished off that idea group and we can convert the Sunni, then there's all this nice juicy land to the south of us that's just begging to be eaten up. We should probably make friendly with Muscovy as well so we can annex them. But right now these are fine. I want to get claims on the Livonians and the Lithuanians. What happens if I threaten war on you right now? I have no diplomats to send, so I can't. How disappointing. We can almost take Divine Supremacy, which will allow us to then convert the Sunnis. We'll finally get this silly province down here converted. Boom. And along with that, we also have 15% cheaper core creation cost, which is really nice. Let's get converting, boys. Okay, do we have any claims on Lithuania so far? We have 2. There's another potential 5. Excellent. That'll be a big chunk of territory. Is all of that? No, they do have a couple of... Oh no, we don't have a claim on Vilna. So they have a Catholic province we may take. But Catholicism aren't much of a problem for us. We can convert them. Because as an Orthodox nation and... as an Orthodox nation, you get +1 tolerance of the true faith, and so and you also, when you have filled out your patriarchal authority, have +2% conversion and -3% local unrest, which means in your Orthodox provinces you have very low unrest. So as an Orthodox nation, it's a much better idea, in my opinion, to take the religious ideas, which are about turning everything to your religion, than it is to take the humanist ideas, which are about tolerating the other religions. Because it makes it so, although initially when you take territory you will probably get some rebels, later on, once you've converted everything, you have a very stable nation. Also, where are you going to rise up? Oh, Kasimov, the place I'm now converting. Okay. I could increase autonomy and then they're not going to rise up, but I guess if we know they're going to rise up there, there's nothing stopping us just parking our troops next door and waiting. We're at our force limit. We have an odd number of cavalry, which bugs me. We can build some galleys. Might as well do that. Also, I read the comments on the videos And I was having a look, and I agree with the guy who suggested expansion ideas. The ideas in this group will actually help us a lot more than the exploration ideas. Because in exploration, Quest for the New World, Overseas Expansion, Viceroys, and Global Empire, plus the being able to fabricate in colonial regions, for most of the game are all pretty useless to us. Whereas for expansion, none of them are useless, I would say. Some of them are more useful than others. Admittedly, recruitment time for ships and men isn't a huge thing. But the rest of this is actually pretty good for us. Also, it synergizes very well with trade ideas. And so I'm thinking for our next idea group, we will go with trade. And then we will go... we'll probably take a military one after that, actually. But then we'll go with expansion. And with trade and expansion, we should be able to make quite a lot of money from trade. Hey, we finished talking to Crimea. Subjugate Kazan. No. Claim the Steppes. No. Let's just like cycle, create a proper fleet. Lithuania, you owe me some territory. I want this. Give. They say no. Okay, anyway. Let's stop improving relations with Crimea now. And we will instead improve relations with Pskov. There we go. You guys are suffering attrition. Silly people. Have this guy, that should help. And you guys already have a leader. The king is leading that army. The king knows what he's doing. He is the best among us, and that is why he's in charge. That's how monarchy works, right? I'm half tempted to kill my heir. The king is still young. He's not infertile. Although he doesn't have a consort, which is somewhat interesting. Don't know where this kid came from. I guess he adopted him. Did we get an event earlier? Maybe. This kid is less than average. So I'm actually going to get rid of... He does have it where it counts, though. He's got the 3 in the admin and Diplo, and knowing my luck, if I were to get rid of him, we'd get like a 1-1-6, and the military is not too useful to us right now. Okay. Muscovy, have you been converted yet? Yeah, you're back to being Orthodox. Good. I can't believe Muscovy converted to Catholic. Of all things, dirty Catholicism. How can the people not know to follow the true Orthodox faith? I mean, it's called Orthodox, for God's sakes. Also, have I told these guys I want this territory? Yeah, so they may get claims on it. I'd like to feed Pskov a bit of the Livonian Order if I can. Okay, Teutons. How many claims, Jeremy? 17. Brilliant. Okay, we can just get away with doing that. Kasimov actually is unlike... Well, he could still revolt. We'll see. Take that. I'll be able to get... Although we are ahead of time, so we probably won't take the military tech yet. We could instead pump some points into Muscovy in an attempt to spawn the Renaissance here. That might not be a poor idea. Because getting the Renaissance quicker is obviously a great boon for us. And then all we need to do is just save up a bit of money. Oh, excuse me. Please excuse me, just have a quick drink. Very sorry, came across a bit sicky there. Hopefully that won't happen. No, we don't want that. How many points can we save up? Quite a few. We could continue saving. Actually, I'm going to pump some points into Muscovy, I think. Let's increase some manpower here and get us closer to the Renaissance. A bit more even. No Lithuania. We'll make Muscovy a city to be proud of. Tolerance, really prestige, killing converting heretics to the true faith. DS Vault, which we want really before we start killing the hordes. Because being able to DS Vault is great. convert thingy to Orthodox. We will take that, thank you. Yes, we are already converting thingamabob to Orthodox. It will be done next year. Manpower's looking good. Our money could be better. We are currently paying for our men and not running a deficit, though. The Teutonic Order is stupid and threw some money at me. I mean, you're so nice, Ludwig. Let's be best friends. Okay, so you've allied Poland. That's not a bad thing. We can probably call the Teutons in against Lithuania. I can't check though, because unfortunately we're unable to assess whether we'll be able to declare war on someone if we don't have somebody who has studied for years and years with us to help us do that. Anyone want to marry me? Mantua, do you want a marriage? I'm thinking... that's Mantua, probably don't. Nope. They're not going to be our stepping stone into Central Europe. That's alright. We will just keep Eastern Europe for ourselves instead. Now, I don't want to build anything. Tax buildings, some are alright. Army buildings. Trade. Trade is pretty pants. I think we will smash one of these out. And we'll smash a church into Tver. Just pick it up and smash it into the ground. Do some more patriarchal authority. Is it seek support? Yeah, that increases patriarchal authority. So we want to use that as much as we can. We have it timed up with admin support. Or admin help from the clergy, so that's good. Let's put it up to speed 4 for a second. Or just for a little bit while we're not doing anything. How are our claims looking? We still need quite a few more. Be nice if we could get the border friction CB on Lithuania. Be nice if we had DS Volt. Can always get tolerance. Not a particularly helpful one though. Let me think about it. No. I thought about it for half a second and decided I don't need a theologian, I just need an inquisitor. The Russian Inquisition will not be denied. People always suspect the Russian Inquisition because they're capable of anything. What are these? 16, 10, 7. I'm just seeing the development of the provinces we actually have claims on or are going to claim. Okay, we have chosen the right end to start at. Boom. Okay, we are now fully Orthodox as it should be. Should we incorporate Pskov? They haven't helped us much recently, so Pskov, you're going down. Eventually. Yeah, eventually. Have you managed to make any claims, Pskov? Nope, you've been completely useless. Just sat there on your arse, staring at a paint drying on a wall. While in Muscov... Oh, this sucks. I'll take the dip hit. While in Muscov, the troops prepare for war. Actually, can we... Yeah, I probably don't want to spend any more mill points because we want the next mill tech. Almost spawned the Renaissance. We will get it soon enough. What is this? Polotskivs. I assume that that is here. Let's just flick on the forts in these. And in fact, best places probably here and here. Because if they spawn in the forts, then they're stuck on a fort and we can attack them and still be the defender. And these ones, if they spawn in these territories, then we will be the defender because they've spawned underneath us. However, I have too many men here. Too many men, too many men. God, look at Lithuania taking all of this great horde land for themselves. How dare they? All of that territory is rightfully ours. What did Bohemia get? Bohemia got a couple of provinces off of the Polish. They got some nice ones actually. 17 and 16 development. Oh, look at that. Golden Horde is no longer a valid rival. You know who's going to replace them? Lithuania, of course. Oh, but look at this. What is this? Hopefully, Golden Horde separatists will rise up and take that back. And fix that horrible border gore that shouldn't exist. Now, I want a horseman and an infantry so that we have an even number of horsemen. That'll mean both our stacks can charge around with 4 horsemen in tow. Or perhaps we can have one stack with 5 and the other stack with 3. How about no? Let's move some down here. But let's not go through the territory where the rebels can pop, shall we? How are we looking for this? We can always get cannons, actually. I perhaps should have waited and got myself some cannons. Okay, what's the supply limit here? 20. I'll let these guys come down and then pull out that. But you're supposed to go over there. There we go. All is well. Are they going to pop anytime soon? They're probably not going to pop at all, actually. In fact, if I were to spread my men out over the other provinces, that would stop them popping, so we will do that. And yep, that's okay, they're both being forced back down now. We're suppressing the rebel scum. Oh, I thought Poland was in another war for a second then. It'd be nice if they were. You made any more allies? Nope, still just Poland. I don't think they're likely to make any more good allies if they haven't made them yet. Which is looking good for our incursion further into Lithuania. Our freeing of the Orthodox peoples and the East Slavics. The East Slavics shall be free and under the rightful Russian leadership. Come on. There we go. Boom. Cannons. I mean, we're not going to be recruiting any cannons because I just put us at force limit. But hey, at least we have the option, eh? Okay, next claim. Mill power. We don't have that much mill power. We don't need mill power right now, though, so. Okay, yeah. No guys attack Kazan. Don't care. All the hordes will just become part of us soon enough anyway. Okay, we're almost at thingy limit. Thingamawatsits and all that. Okay, take that. The Teutons are currently at war, aren't they? Yes, I wonder if they'd join in if I were to attack the Livonians. Livonian Order. No, they would not. Okay, we're going to go after the Livonians. We've forced down the rebels. What we'll do, we'll take the provinces we have claims on and then give them to Pskov. And enough time has passed, even without our troops there, we now don't have rebel problems. Okay. I'm going to swap this guy out for this guy. And we are then away. Rigger will join in. Rigger, do you have any other allies? Yeah, you're allied to Lubeck, so I won't co-belligerent Rigger. I want Norwa. Norwa is mine. And how many men can they bring to bear? 16,000. I think will be good. Do you have a siege pip? You do. Brilliant. Oops. Well, that didn't go as planned. Okay, now everyone's on this side again. My king, lead the siege. And where's Pskov bloomin' ran off to? I can't... Oh, he's underneath my forces in Narva. Okay. We can leave this war on speed 4, I think. I don't think the Livonians are going to be able to do anything about it. There's a civil war in Great Horde. Ooh, what do we want? I'm thinking lower aggressive expansion. Alright, now... Yeah, let's go for lower aggressive expansion. Because if we're not careful, we're going to start getting a coalition, and then that will slow us down significantly more than anything else. Now, Pskov, I'm relying on you after this to core and convert these provinces. Can I rely on you to do that? Probably not, but I'm going to pretend I can. Cool, one more and we'll be able to get some cannons. And when is it you? August 82. We can fight the Lithuanians. I'll have to check force limits for him and Poland, but they shouldn't be able to match up to us, I don't think. We're also currently a tech ahead of both of them. And that tech included tactics, so it's extra good. So I want one of these. Oh, there's some good places for more soldiers. Not feeling any of those, though. Okay, where fell? Down south fell. Bring the men up. And they've all just retreated, that's good. We will then take 9,000 men, make that 10. And go to Riga. Sieging down Riga, unfortunately, is going to take a while because we're not going to be able to blockade it. Unfortunately, Livonian Order and Riga can bring to bear quite a few more troops in the seas, and I can't. You go there? Yes, you can. Excellent. And I'm going to bring this guy, not all the way down there because that'll be over force limit, but just to here, then we'll split and bring these guys south. Okay, after this we should be able to go after the Lithuanians. We're almost at max manpower. We're at our force. Oh, we're not at our force limit. Build a cannon. Quick, build us a cannon. Oh, I don't have the money for it. Let's make some more money. And I'm sure the Livonians will be more than happy to accommodate us in buying ourselves a couple of cannons to help siege down the Lithuanians with. How many galleys? They don't actually have any galleys here. I wonder if I could beat them. Should we have a play? Okay, they have 2 galleys to my 6. They do have light ships and transports as well, and they got reinforcements. I didn't lose 6 galleys, it's lying. 5 of my galleys are right here, I lost 1. The game lies. Proof. I proved it here on stream. And by stream I mean YouTube. It's all recorded. Seen it on video. The game cheats, it lies. It tells you incorrect information so that you lose. Oh, Diplo or admin power. I wonder which one I'm going to pick. Considering we need our admin power much more than Diplo. As stipulated in Orthodox teachings, of course. Hey, Lithuania's got the Renaissance. That's good, because that means it'll spread to us faster. Lithuania is now a great power. Congrats, Lithuania. You can now almost contend with me, but not quite. Portugal's a great power as well. Riga is down. Riga... In fact, we'll sit on them for a second. Because... if we sit on them for a second, their war enthusiasm will very quickly drop now. Okay. This war is over. Riga, I need money so that I can continue fighting wars. You're going to pay me money. You're also going to change religion. And you're going to break your alliance with the Livonian Order. And Lubeck. Congrats, Riga. By fighting me, you achieved nothing except your own destruction. Now we have 99 war score on the Livonians. I'll be taking what I have claims on, and all their money, and some war reps. And they already broke their alliance with the Teutons, because the Teutons betrayed them. I don't care about the rest of this, I don't think. Cool, let's go. And now I'm going to feed this stuff to Pskov, so I don't have to core it. Pskov, old buddy, old pal. You want this one? You want this one? And you want this one. There we go. Good job, Pskov. Next, we need to bring our troops back down south. And we can even hire ourselves a couple of cannons. Normally I would just spend all this money, but I'm not going to right now because obviously we need it for the war. The Boyars are going to gain too much influence. Is that a problem? Is it going to drop down soon? Yes, next year it will drop by 10%, so that's fine. We can also go ahead and build ourselves another galley. That's a cog. Don't want one of them. That's a galley. Now, will Poland help Lithuania? I imagine... Oh, no, they won't. Oh, this is going to be easy. I will check Lithuania's army size before we actually declare the war. But this should be mine. And... oh, I can't claim that. Okay. But we have plenty of claims here. This is going to be the better part of 50 war score. Maybe a bit more. Anyway. Let's get to it, shall we? Liberate Smolensk. Not gonna happen. In fact, you know what? You know what, guys? I tricked you. You thought I was gonna say something. I'm gonna declare for that. And go. Oh yeah, did I start building the cannons? I did start building the cannons. However, apparently our force limit has dropped. We only need one cannon anyway. Give me my money yet. Okay, let's walk straight into their capital, shall we? We'll just have the other guys stand on either side of it. I forgot to check how many men they actually have, but they have nothing. They, in fact, only have this one fort as well. That's kind of pathetic, Lithuania. That wasn't quite a stack wipe. If we'd got a stack wipe then, that would have been beautiful. Okay. 10,000 men. Go siege the capital. The rest of you, let's chase down this army. And then we're going to carpet siege them because they have no forts. You get over to Vilna. And hope he doesn't die on the way there. We can actually give them manpower rather than our prestige this time around. Now, Pskov, are you coring this stuff? Good man, Pskov, you are. Oh no, they intercepted our army and got away, or they think they did anyway. But no, we've caught them. Oh no, did they run into Crimea? Got them. I know I don't have a general, but we outnumber them enough that it probably won't matter. Probably, he says. Did they just like murk up horribly when I declared this war? I'm guessing that's probably what happened. Now where are they going? We will stack wipe this army. There goes their capital. We're already on 50% war score. This has not been a difficult war, boys and girls. I think there's a few girls that will watch this on my channel because I'm the best and all the ladies are super attracted to me. That's definitely how my life goes. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, the attitude does help. Also, you should be coming over here. We're going to trap their army. Right, let's see. What can we take already? Not... Okay, let's have a claims. Duh. Okay, we can take all our claims. Can we take all their money? We can take all their money. Can they pay us war reps? They can pay us war reps. And that's all going to cost me dip points. Revoke your cause. Okay, they won't do that. But they'll give me everything else. I think we might as well just peace out now. Thank you for your patronage, Lithuania. Thank you for contributing to the continued growth of Muscovy. Well, that was easy. And this is why I wanted to attack Poland, Lithuania relatively early. Because if you do it early, you can do a lot more damage to them than if you don't. Also, before my thingy ticks down, where's a good province? How far do I have to go for it to no longer be Orthodox? That far, okay. Okay, we got Kiev is 10 development. Their capital is 23. Let's just claim their capital. That is ours now. Also, hadn't they embraced the Renaissance? Yeah, but it hadn't gotten into any of the territories I just took. Excellent. There we go. Now I've embraced the Renaissance. In my capital, anyway. And what? How much do I actually need? I need 700. We're not too far off that. That's not bad. We are quite far off actually being able to reinforce all our men, though. I could take Defender of the Faith now. I'm not going to because 500 ducats is still quite a large amount for us. And we also are not being harmed by having our guarantee. Oh yeah, the reason I would definitely consider taking Defender of the Faith right now, see we already ran out of money, is because then I can revoke my guarantee on Byzantium. However, Defender of the Faith right now is not the best idea because we're a bit short on cash. But that's going to be all for... when I stopped earlier, what it actually was... I was thinking about stopping at 28 minutes before declaring the war on Lithuania. I think this is a much better place to stop. In those 5 minutes, we have conquered another huge chunk of Lithuania. Poor Lithuania. But anyway, I've been James Rose, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.